Hey, welcome to World Entertainment, and the teaser trailer for episode 6 of Alien Earth has dropped, and we will be taking a look at it. The episode is called The Fly, because we're finally getting to see that 5th species that they got. You know, they said we collected 5 species and we've only seen 4. We're about to see the 5th, and it's the fly bug one. So, how much of it will be in the episode? Probably next to none. What will it actually do in the episode? Probably nothing. Will it be something that just blows our mind? Probably not. But let's have a look at the trailer, because to my absolute surprise, it's not actually a flashback of the kids, which I was 100% expecting it to be. Doesn't mean we're not going to get one of them episodes, but this is actually taking place after episode 4. So let's take a look at the teaser for episode 6, The Fly.
They're experiments to him.
That's what we do. We study.
Like you study us.
Is my sister safe?
Yeah. Well, we found a glitch.
We've come too far to fail now, because you don't have the stomach to bring this home.
I'm working out a way to get us out of here.
What if I don't want to go?
Alright, there it is. And as you can see, there is literally one shot of this fly alien, which we've no idea what it does, how it does it, why they have it, how they got it, and I'm sure we're not going to find out half of that anyway. But overall, the trailer itself, it just looks like it's going to be more of the same. You know, they're teasing a few things now. The one thing that shows up that everybody has been looking at going, what the hell, is the baby Xenomorph. Because the question is, why is there a baby Xenomorph? These things literally have a life cycle from bursting out of the chest to growing to its full size within an hour or so, if not less. Now, that's the life cycle for going from infant basically to fully grown adult. This seems to be changing that, because now we have a mini baby Xenomorph. And you can see from the design as well when you're watching the trailer that its head hasn't even fully developed, because it's still linked to its back and stuff. And it's just like, why are we seeing a baby Xenomorph like this? This thing's not Groot. We're not getting baby Xeno, then teenage Xeno before we get the Xeno. That seems to be what they're doing here. And then you see it later on where it's like, does the thing all of a sudden think it's Batman? Why is it hanging upside down off the ceiling? That part was like weird. And of course, if you go by what Alien Romulus did, that introduced the cocoon stage of its growing from small to big. If you remember, if you've seen the movie, of course you've seen the trailers, the big thing stuck on the wall that the dude stuck the, what was it, like a cattle prod thing into it. It was a cocoon. So it literally went from chestburster, cocooned itself, and gestated as the fully grown adult. This doesn't seem to be doing it. Now, this could also be why Noah Hawley didn't want to speak with Fede Alvarez, because Fede Alvarez reached out to Noah Hawley while making Romulus to say, like, hey, we should discuss, like, where your takes place. Are we connected in some way? And blah, blah, blah. And Noah Hawley blew him off. Did not respond to him at all. And now we're seeing some of the issues with him not responding, because it's like Alien Romulus introduced this new thing to the life cycle and you've now gone and changed it already. It's like, what are you doing? It does seem like they're actually checking out the red-haired girl. I don't even know what the hell her name is. I quite frankly don't care, because she is kind of malfunctioning and thinks she's pregnant. And I believe the child she's meant to be is like 8 years of age. I know the oldest is Wendy. She's 12. And I think the youngest they said was 7. Could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure it was 7. And that might have been her. That was either her or possibly the Indian guy. One of them two is the youngest. So they're clearly checking on her and okay. Now is this after she kills the sheep or something? Which we know is coming because it's in the original trailers of we see her covered in blood and it looks like she's hitting something. After seeing where T.S. Ellis, the eyeball squid thing, goes into the sheep, we see that cage, and when you look back at the scene with the red-haired girl covered in blood, she's in the cage. So she's either killing the sheep, thinking she's getting to T.S. Ellis, or she's killed T.S. Ellis. Which is weird as well, seeing as we've just seemingly found out the thing is possibly a good guy. Yeah, figure that one out. I don't exactly know how the thing that has to rip your eyeball out, essentially killing you, taking over your body, is a good guy, but it was seemingly trying to help them in the last episode, so figure that one out. As for the fly thing, yeah, again, look, we've been introduced to all these species and all we focused on is the Xenomorph, which you should, but that pretty much is like more of a cameo in this show than everything else. T.S. Ellis seems to be the main thing they want to focus on. The ticks is what we've seen operate, and that's it really. Like, we've still got that big ball sack thing hanging from the ceiling that we've never been shown what it does and how it does it, and they seem to have ignored it completely. We had the kid who now wants to be called Isaac stand staring at it for a good bit, and since that we haven't seen this thing. It's like, oh, you seem to have forgot about that alien creature or spore, whatever the hell it is. And now we're going into the 6th episode out of 8 episodes, and we're only now being introduced to the 5th species that they got. And it'll probably be one of those moments of they're just standing there staring at it going, oh yeah, look at this thing. And then we'll probably never see it again. I have no idea. And if you remember, the original teaser trailer for the entire show was from the point of view of what we thought was a facehugger running through the ship until you noticed it had wings. So we were clearly meant to be that thing. And yet, this thing has not played a role in this show at all. Not once until now coming up. Ridiculous. And of course we see a facehugger latching onto somebody. We don't see who it is. Suggestions are that it's actually the scientist dude, you know, Mr. Low Sperm Count. That guy. If it is, I couldn't care less. I couldn't care less about any of these people actually. None of them are like, oh no, don't let that character die. I couldn't care less. You know, I'm sitting there going, let them die. You know, it's a real Drago, if you wanted it. If he dies, he dies. Just let it happen. Because none of these characters are particularly likable. Any of them. They're basically functioning retards, as we just witnessed in the last episode. The only interesting characters and who have really decent performances are Morrow and Timothy Oliphant. I really couldn't care. Like, Wendy's, she's not terrible, but at the same time, you're having a 20-something-year-old pretending to be a 12-year-old. It's like, yeah, that wears thin very quickly. Especially when it gets convenient that you forget that they're meant to be kids. Either way, let us know what you think of this teaser trailer for episode 6. Do you think this fly alien will play a big role from episode 6 to episode 8? Or do you think we'll literally see it for a brief minute and we'll probably never see it again? Let us know. And with that, I shall leave it there for this one. So do like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Cheers, and I'll catch you in the next one.